Okay, today is the 1st of September 2021, Wednesday. Today is a brand new MAO setting. All right, the way we are going to construct this is that we're going to do the market news first, then we go to the chart side. So we should be able to go to the chart side by about 9 to 9:05 a.m. All right. Will the bull market continue in the month of September? This is going to be very important information, and we'll share with you about September month. It's going to be very, very important. Let's continue then. Now, take a look at this very nice cartoon. Now, every morning, I'll try to find a cartoon for you to start this morning so that it won't be feel so giddy and I'll hear my voice so early in the morning. This is a very cute cartoon. It says that this guy, Aesop, you can beat the market averages by doing your own stock research. So this guy says, so you believe that every investor can beat the average by reading the same information? Yes. Makes you wonder why more people don't do it then. Because lazy, I guess. Actually, this cartoon is very deep. It really tells you how Wall Street works and how people react with patterns and how people don't react with patterns. This is a very, very deep cartoon. And so if you like this cartoon itself, right, you can take a screenshot of this and you can read it again and again. You will notice that there's a lot of implication here. So a lot of implies here. All right, pretty cool stuff. All right, disclaimer as usual. Now, do know everything I say, disclaimer as applied. All right, thank you. Okay, now we have changes for this MAO, right? First of all, we have taken away the alternate market views. We have this alternate market views Telegram. If you want it, you just have to contact Susan. Now at 15 subscribers, I believe this number will increase as the time goes by. All right, you can see that the research inside there will be much more in depth and of course more towards the market current situation. We cover everything under the sun. It's just that right, yesterday was supposed to be like a teaser. Today, 1st of September, where you see more and more articles will be coming up. All right, so if you want it, just contact Susan. Now, we're going to have our Hang Seng. Now, we have already uploaded the Hang Seng Trader Program recording. It's already on our TWB revision video. Thank you to Arcade, Chris Ho, who came down and record for us. Really, again, volunteer stuff. Okay, the thing is this is a 1 hour 45 minutes video. All right, so it's pretty long. All right, we try our best to record. Sometimes you cannot see that clearly, so don't worry. Now we have we will conduct the Zoom session. The Zoom session will be on the 3rd of September, which is this coming Friday, and the time is about 1 p.m. to 2:30. Now, this is not confirmed yet. I will confirm with you by later today itself. Okay, not confirmed yet, but I'll confirm by later today. Most likely it will be this timing because I may have something in between, but I'll confirm this later on. All right. Now, yesterday we saw the consumer confidence was 113.8. Oh my God, 113.8 is lower than our expected figure. Okay, we are looking at the figure to be about 117, 118, but it came out 113.8. It's even lower than expected, so it's pretty bad, right? And again, this is the second time the consumer confidence going down, but of course the market also didn't react much. There was some selling, but after the market recovered. And today we have a big one. We have GDP quarter to quarter. We have ADP numbers. We have ISM figures, and we have crude oil inventories. Okay, so before we release who is the winner, I want to ask you guys now, right? Okay, those are online. What do you think will be the ADP number? What do you think is the ADP number? I want you guys to put your number. Now, the winner, the closest will be the winner. I make it simple. What's plus minus very hard to give. So I tell you what, the closest one will be the winner. Okay. So everybody who's online right now listening to me, please key your number right now. What do you think will be the ADP number for tonight? Okay. The number we're looking at is that the last time was 330. All right. This time around, you're looking at a much higher number, 613,000. So let us see your figure. Okay. Please key your figure right now. All right. I'll count to 30 seconds. And after that, we will shut this thing. Okay. 30. Okay. 28. Okay, I'll come back with water. You'll be done for 30 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So cool. Okay. So the ADP numbers are private sector. Private sector. So my view is 558. This is my number. Okay. So the rest of you guys, okay, Have key or number ready? Okay, so mine is 558, and that will be the closing. Okay, no more already. All right, so we have the numbers from you guys. Let's look at yesterday. Who won? Okay, yesterday, the winner is Tan Bing Guan. Yay! Your answer is 114. So yesterday, the number is 113.8. You were the closest. All right, congratulations to Tan Bing Guan. Yay! 3.88 coin. Congratulations. Huh? Good job. Accurate. Very accurate. Okay. All right, let's look at the market yesterday. The Dow Jones was down yesterday, slightly down. It was up initially despite the consumer confidence was good. Then after that, there was some profit taking because the Nasdaq came off, but still, again, it is just a flat pullback. All right, S&P 500 falls slightly below the on Tuesday, but it still basically make the 7th month in a row winning for this August month. So what will happen is that basically this is the longest streak since a 10 months run ending in December 2017. So it means for the fourth, this is the 4 years later, we had the longest winning streak, all right? And August was a benchmark for the 9th positive month in the last 10. Wow, okay. So this basically notched its 53rd record close of 2021 on Monday, and Wall Street still think that there's further upside to go. So you can take a look itself, right? January was a losing month, but then February onwards is kind of positive. Now this is very interesting because we all know that usually if January is a losing month, normally by the end of the year, the market will be down. That is what the stock LMX says. But apparently now everybody is looking at 5,000. Wow, 5,000 now from 4,003 to 4,004. Now people are upgrading to 5,000 already. Wow, you see that? Incredible. So let's do a recap of what happened on the Dow Jones on last night. We can see the Dow Jones opening price was near the pivot 2. KSI was red in color. So below pivot 2, you should sell, right? Indeed, you should sell. But if the market can reverse back above pivot 2, CCRY will be buy, but the upside will be limited to KTR +1, right? As we all know. So truth be told, let's take a look. The market yesterday was really very bad. The market did went below OP and below pivot 2. The market did come down, but it wasn't down long enough, and then the market recovered. Even when you recover CCRY, this is what you should do. Above OP, CCRY you buy, you should make the first X profit to 2X profit, okay? Because this is an entry, this is a stop loss, correct? Okay, so 2X profit was given. Then after that, the market pulled back again. And then this time around, it again went below the pivot 2. It this time around came down, but it missed the KTR -1 by a couple of points. And in fact, rebounded. Now, you look carefully, you will notice that the KSI turned green at the bottom. So that's why you can see the Dow Jones immediately reacted by going up. But after it went up again, it failed to continue. It pulls back down and went down and then go up again. So eventually ended as a doji, I'm quite sure of that. But the problem is that the market itself, right, yesterday did not even go to KTR +1 and in fact go to KTR -1, almost there, show that there is some sign of weakness yesterday. All right, that's what happened to the Dow Jones yesterday. Now, the gold market was also the same thing. The gold has a better outing because why? Gold KSI is green. There were no blue bars at the bottom. Hence, therefore, for the gold market, right, the opening price was below P2. So by right, it's a sell, right? But because the market have KSI green and no blue bar, it's a possible buy when it hit KTR -1. And if the market recovers back above pivot, it will be a buy. All right, it will be a buy. So if you remember all this, if you go back look at the day chart, you will see what happened. So the gold initially opens and it starts to go above P2, right? And the CCRY here, so it's a buy. And if you buy it straight away, you already make at least 1 to 2 X's. Then after that, the market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. It went to the KTR +1 as expected. Then what happened? The market created a BMB. And again, we see this, not the first time, not the second time. We see so many times. When you see a BMB at the day high itself, you know that there is a positive, there's a very high potential that this could be the highest bar of the day. So which means that if you short the market, right, you likely will be able to make some money, okay? So the market came down, try again, came down, try again, but eventually it broke down. And gold, when you broke P2, you broke OP, you know it's disastrous. Bang, wow, look at it. The gold came down nicely to KTR -1. But you remember we talked about this, right? We said the KSI in day chart is green. So once it hit KTR -1, the market should rebound. And truth be told, it really rebound. Oh my God. And then again, it tries again, it rebound again. So every time when it happened, but of course, when it was below OP, CCYR is a sell. But if you remember that the day chart KSI is green, if you short, it cannot go down. And if you look at it at the bottom, the KSI will all the way green. So the downside pressure is very clear that it's being muted. Hence, therefore, when the market goes back up again, you can see the upside is always there. So you must understand that the KSI day chart does play a very big part on your final assessment of the market. And this is why we are doing this MAO every morning to remind you, okay? All right. So we are done on that. Let's look at the global news right now. Okay, first of all, EuroZone inflation hits 10 years high. And I think of this, many people talk about Jackson Hole, but they forgot that there's another big meeting, and that is the ECB meeting, and that is September the 9th. So now the problem is that consumer price in Euro has went up by 10-year high, and it's up by 3% from a year ago, and it's pretty high. And this is the reading of the last 10 years. So because of that, it's how ECB is going to meet up, and they had to talk. And let's say if we remember in 2020, it was ECB that started the ball rolling on QE. After that, Jerome Powell also kicked in. And that's why I kind of believe that this ECB meeting on the 9th of September, you have to watch, okay? 9-9, very important. All right, now for this one, China erases billionaire actress Zhao Wei from history. We talked about this yesterday. Now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that because now China seems to be banning all actors that have taints, scandals, and problematic moral integrity. Okay, why do we bring it up? Because, as I said, Zhao Wei has a very close with Jack Ma. Jack Ma is close with Alibaba, and Alibaba is like the main leader of all the Chinese ADR. So I believe that if Chinese government is going to do a lot of sweeping across the board and all those, they want to make sure that everything is proper. They don't want influencer to actually use their influential power to influence the stock market. All these things, that is the reason why probably this is why the Chinese counters will get hit. So of course, I think that Zhao Wei is unfortunate, but she's being now used as the one that the kill to remind everybody to go slow. That's why suddenly now all the social media is all very quiet, and you can see that to the point that even her name on a very famous little sparrow, right? Right? You see her picture is totally removed because last time is the director, then it'll be Lin Xingru, okay, and then Rubia, then it'll be Zhao Wei, but her picture now is totally removed. That is how bad it is. Incredible. Because even Fan Pingping is still around. So imagine that tax evasion, not that big compared to this, okay? All right, and of course, if you're thinking that maybe life is difficult, you can look at these two guys. Okay, 14 and 9-year-old sibling earn $30,000 a month mining cryptocurrency. This is how they look like. Okay, wow, incredible. Their story is that they actually have 97 processors, and of course, their debt plays a big part. The debt actually held a fund to pick up a loan, and they have now about 97 processors, and each card itself is about 2,500 to 3,000. So in case you want to jump in again and say, wow, make good money, but you understand the investment also not cheap. Okay, but of course they use renewable energy. I don't know how to get it. Okay. They managed to keep their bill very low, about 3,000. It's still high, in my opinion, but nonetheless itself, right? Okay, my point is that this is what people are doing. So maybe you can consider to put something at home. All right, so what are the important information for us for references? That's how we don't have this bull or bear or whatever, right? So I put it as important market information for references. Okay, we're going to cut into the stock market side at about 9:10, just that you know. Okay, so Santoli Tuesday notes that quiet hot markets wait for vital job report, which is today ADP and Friday's NFP. All right, so the thing is this, he explained that now the S&P is up by 20% or 5% drop, and this is like the same pattern back in 2017, 2013, and 1985. All right, and he says that, right, usually this will continue a bit more. And of course, at the moment now, all right, the upside is there, but of course, usually after a big upside like this, there will be some pullback. He did mention that. And he also says that, right, historically, all right, but because of a strong 3 straight months of upside gain, usually this bull will stay. But he did mention that September is a rough history for stocks. So just take note, but he said that this is only less treacherous in the already strong market. Okay, so this is the growth value divergence and reconvergence. You can see that initially the growth and value stocks are diverged, but now they are getting back together again. So it shows that, right, the market is kind of getting stronger. So that's what Santoli is trying to explain here. And hedge funds now overall are cutting back their stocks overall, but they still love this theme. So They are still adding on to Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Alphabet, Visa, and IHS, PayPal, and so forth, right? So it seems that, right, the market is still pretty happy with all these big guns, all the FANGs counter. All right, and so this Jefferies list, they added in Apple. They said that this company have a good buy rating, and also Nike. Right, say that Nike is good because now it's a global brand, and now people back to work, back to school, back to holiday. So the chance of Nike demand will be there. Well, I kind of agree with this. So that's why there is some favorite that you may take note of. Okay, on this. Okay, all right. Then 3 reasons why UBS believe that S&P 500 can hit 5,000 level. Wow, 5,000, let's look at it. So first of all, he said that earning strength. He believed that the corporate American is wrapping up his second quarter earnings and it's all top the expectation, so it's good. And so now earnings are 30% higher than pre-pandemic, and it seems that, right, it can go up. Because if now it's pre-pandemic and still got a lot of people not working, later on, if the pandemic is over, wow, the earnings will go through the roof. That's what they're trying to imply on this. And because now on the Federal support, now Federal Reserve obviously is supporting during the Jackson Hole, Federal Reserve say that they'll continue to do what they need to do. Tapering is on the table, but not yet, and interest rate not at all. So because of that itself, we can see the Nasdaq was pretty strong, and people are buying into technology because technology will do the best during a no interest rate environment. So because of that, with earning strength and Fed support, and the third one will be this. It's a normalization to continue. He believes that right now, China has reported 0 domestic COVID cases for the first time in July. All these will show that, right, the global recovery. So of course, you compare to us, Singapore, our numbers are increasing every day. But of course, Singapore is so little small, so nothing we worry about. So in short itself, right, he believes that there will be more upside once the COVID is taken care of. But of course, remember this, Morgan Stanley, Mike Wilson said that no, the market was overdue and there's a potential pullback. So there are something that you must take note of is that there are mounting risks that make September a potentially hazardous time for the stock market. Stocks are down more than not in September, and 7 months of gain strategies say that it's possible for a market pullback. I mean, of course, the market been up by 7 months in a row, so mathematically overbought, maybe overvalued, it is very, very possible. So that's why I keep on reminding you this. There is a small possibility for the market to pull back, but once the pullback is over, we kind of believe that the market will jump back up again. So according to CFRA, the S&P has been positive just 45% of the time in the September month going back to World War II. The average of 0.56% decline in a month is the worst of all months, and February is another month that is negative performance. So since 1945 to today, more than 60, 70 years, all right, S&P in the month of September usually only positive about 0.45%. Now, strategies don't think that there'll be not very clear whether there be a pullback or correction, but Charles Schwab's investment simplistic to just assume the market will follow history, okay? Because pullback is there, but September, are you sure or not? So some people don't believe that. So people think that, okay, it could be a statistics, but anything happened because the biggest drop was in October, not September, according to some people. So it's very hard to give you a gift. But the point is this, undeniable itself, right? You can see there's a very important information. CFRA found that when S&P hit all-time high for July and August, usually the September month will pull back a bit. I mean, that is very normal. For a market have been up for 7 months in a row, for a pullback is generally acceptable. Okay, so you can see that, right? This is what you're trying to explain here, and you show the S&P 500 is very closely tied with the 50-day moving average. So if let's say you look for buying opportunity, look at the 50-day moving average. When the price come back down again, look for buy. This will definitely be very good for you guys. So for traders, I will say that if you're going to buy big time on S&P, wait for the pullback to the 50-day moving average, and then you buy, and likely you may see this happening by the later part of the year. Because since everybody's so bullish, things may really happen for a reason. Okay, and of course, you can see that according to, now we know that this coming today and Friday, we're going to have the ADP numbers, NFP numbers. So the market says that if the jobs are good, then maybe it's time to really wind down. If the jobs are not so good, that means that the Federal Reserve will taper. So in fact itself, right, good or no good, the market will still like it, all right? And just only that the taper will come earlier, or if not just on September. All right. So all these tells you that the market in general practice is expecting a very bullish run towards the end of the year. So this one is something you must understand this right now. Okay, clear? Okay, all right. With all this thing itself, oops, sorry, we have finished the news right on time at 9:10. Let's look at the market, shall we? Okay, here we go, the news. All right, so let's look at China A50 first. Okay, China A50, we can see pretty clearly. China A50 yesterday dropped quite badly and it loses the 15,000 level, loses the 14,000 level and 14,800 level. I told you it will drop down and it really happened. Okay, so no lies about it. And I did tell you that once it hit this point, there will be a technical recovery, which you actually see, right? The market did recover. Okay, so today MLP is right here. You can see that yesterday MLP was here, right? So market hit MLP and pull back. So MLP is very important. Let's just take a look at MLP yesterday. Just quick one, okay? Yesterday MLP, excuse me. Now yesterday MLP was here. Can you see that? Okay, I need to put a period separator. You can see that yesterday the market hit the MLP very nicely, and then after that reverse sell down. All right, so the MLP is really very important, guys. It's really very important. Okay, so you get your market tone. So today MLP will be somewhere around here. Take note. Okay, MLP somewhere here at 14,716 level. The MA30 will be somewhere around here. Okay, the MA200 is still very far away. So MLP for today now. Currently now, the market is trading below MLP, so there's some selling pressure, at least for now, what we can see, all right? Now, in the long haul, you look at the China A50, we are kind of near the base out level already, because you can see that this is the last time when the base out, and this is the high, this is a support, then it turns support again, then it goes support again, and now it's support. So which means that this current price now at about 14,700 level is a very important support level to watch, okay? So traders, please watch out for this number. It's going to be very critical for traders, all right? 14,000 level here, okay? All right, 14,700. Okay, let me just confirm this drawing. Can't really see that around here, correct? So 14,700 is a very strong and important support level right now, because seemingly this is all the technical level that the last time all these things have happened. So traders, watch out for China A50. We may see a rebound, or we may see a further sell-off. Watch out for this. All right, so let's look at the Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng yesterday was brilliant. It hit the MA30 beautifully. Look at it. It hit the MA30 beautifully. If you look at the 5-minute chart on Hang Seng yesterday, wow, look at it. The accuracy is impeccable. Look at it. It went all the way down first. Then when it go all the way up, it hits the MA30 on a day chart, and then it couldn't stay on. It pulls back by about 200 points. So that's the reason why, again and again, if you are a buyer, you can aim for the MA30. If you're a seller, if you hit MA30, then you sell, right? Okay, and although the MLP was brilliant, the market hit MLP, recover, and then the price goes up. So today, MLP will be down here now. MA30, we wait for the market to open now. For MA30, it's very important that you do not put the number now. You need to wait the market open first, then combine with today's opening price, plus a bit of timing, combine together, that will be the most accurate MA30 reading on the day. So we are waiting for the Hang Seng to open in a short moment time, so that we can see the Hang Seng opening price, and also look at what do we look out for the market to trade. Okay, so stand by now. Hang Seng will open in about 10 seconds time. Okay, Hang Seng yesterday was a CCRY, so we believe that Hang Seng today could see some recovery, further upside now. Okay, Hang Seng could see further upside today. Okay, Hang Seng have just opened. Hang Seng have just opened the door. The opening price is at 25,766. It is again above pivot 1. All right, double confirm again. If you want to double confirm, you can look at it. It's above pivot 1. Okay. So buy right, again, as I said, the buy right above OP, CCRY is a buy. Now you notice that the color is flickering now, because if the market is trading below OP, but it's above pivot 1, you will see white color. But if it goes above OP, you will see turning blue color or cyan color. So that is to tell you that whether market's above OP or below OP for cases like this. Only for cases like this, you can see pretty clear, all right? So at the moment now, it's very clear the market is above OP at the moment. And above OP, CCRY is a buy, right? Now, do note the KSI happened to be red in color. That means that upside will be limited to about KTR plus 1 to maximum KTR plus 2. But because it's above OP and above pivot 1, usually the market will be stronger. But the only pulling factor now is the KSI green, red color. So if you are a buyer, then you must take profit when you see KTR plus 1. You must consider doing that. You can buy, take some profit at KTR plus 1 and let the rest run. Okay, take note of that. Very, very important information. All right, but of course, you cannot just strictly, just because of the opening rule, just buy and sell. You have to look at the 5-minute chart. Okay, for those who are using M1 chart, because you are trained by me, you can go and do your M1 trading. For those who do M5, you know that you cannot do anything yet because now we are still having no color change yet. We cannot trade. Now, do note once again for AIMS platform user, first 2 minutes for Hang Seng is not tradable because they are preventing you from doing market manipulation, because it's very easy to do market manipulation on the price of Hang Seng in the first few minutes. That's why globally, most traders or brokers, they don't, I mean, those CFD brokers, they do not allow you to do any form of trading in the first 2 minutes of Hang Seng opening time. Okay, most of them. I didn't say all of them, some allows that. Okay, so that is Hang Seng. All right, so we will come back to Hang Seng later on. Let's look at the Dow Jones right now. Okay, now Dow Jones is incredible. We are talking about the second doji in a row. Wow. I mean, seriously, when we have one doji, we always see dumb directional move. To have two doji now, wow, are you telling me that we're going to see a very big move soon? So I'm going to be very upfront here today for everybody. You have to take note what I have to share in a few moments' time. Now, to have two doji is not easy to create. Okay, it's not easy to have two doji at the same time. It's really not easy at all. You have to understand the implication, the amount of money, and the type of financial strength that's needed to make sure that the market, have to create two doji at the same time. Okay, this is very important information that you need to understand. Hold on a minute, Okay, all right. So if you look at it, right, why do I say that? Okay, look at RSI at the bottom. Now you notice that the RSI now, okay, if I were to do extra one more thing here, okay, I'll take this all away. Oops. Okay, I show something very important. Okay, I go to indicator list. Okay, I change the RSI reading. The levels, right? Okay, so what I do is that I can add on one more, which is 50. Okay, can you see that? Okay, and make sure that I do some coloring so they can see clearer. Can you see right now? Okay, all right. So I have this 30, we have this 70. Now, if you remember, I told you about how the Doji, DJDD work, right? How they manipulate the RSI, right? To make it globally, everybody same, right? Now, watch this for the last 2 days. Okay, now I go down to the 15-minute chart. You will notice that the RSI reading is at 50 closing as of yesterday. The day before, okay, the RSI reading is about here, somewhere around here. It's about 48. So it's about 48 here, and this one was about 54 around here. So both of them close whereby near to the 50 mark. So why is it so important to close at the near the 50 mark? There's a rational reason for that. It's for market manipulation. Okay, so you can see that right now they purposely make the RSI stay at 50 now for the second time in a row. And you look at it, right, you can see the RSI one hit 70, straight away market pull, hit the 30, the market recover. So you make it as if that it's very easy to trade. So today, right, the market will be very critical. Whichever side the market want to go, if it's going above OP, very good chance the Dow Jones today will be going much higher today. If the market stays below OP later on, most likely the market is going to stay down today. So it's going to be very critical information that today you have to watch the OP very, very closely, because it will be very indicative of today bigger movement. So based on this little analysis, I can tell you that today, if unless we see a third doji, then it'll be very incredible. If not itself, right, today we should see a very big upside or downside momentum, which means that today the upside can stretch all the way up to the all-time high, which is 35,616 level. Okay? Or it may stretch down all the way down to potentially 35,056 level. Okay? Got the idea? Pretty clear, right? So basically from here, I'm sharing that, right, today, the Dow Jones opening price is going to be very, very critical. If the market stays above OP, the Dow will go up, likely going to go all the way up. If the Dow stays below OP, most likely the Dow will go all the way down. Because 2 doji usually signifies big movement is on the way. All right, big movement. Don't ask me how big. I also don't know how big, but at least we can see from the chart view, it's all possible. All these range are all very possible. So traders, you just have to take note of that. Clear? All right, if everybody clear, please key number 1 right now. Okay, all right. So you guys have understand my point. This side today will be a very important day. Traders either going to make a lot of money or you may be hit by the market very badly. So you need to pay a lot of attention to the trade today. Okay, very, very important. 2 doji in a row. Let's take a look. The last time 2 doji was somewhere here. Let me just double check. Let's just scan it through. Shall we together? Look at when was last time 2 doji? 2 doji. Let's take a look. Not really, only these 2. Can you see that? Can you see that? The last time we have a 2 doji, the last 2 months was only this one here. Did you see any 2 more doji? Don't have, right? Yeah, don't have. So we have another 2 doji today. Okay, so if you look into history, I'll just remind you guys, is that this one here, initially you can see the Dow Jones shoot up. Can you see that? The Dow Jones shot up. So if you were to use the doji concept, you would have bought the Dow Jones and you would have made some money because the Dow Jones went up by about 100 plus points. Okay. Then after that, the market reversed. And when it reversed, once it goes below OP, oh my God, it slammed down very badly. It slammed down about 300 points. And the next day, oh my God, the Dow just collapsed down more than almost, wow, 1,000 points. My goodness. Okay. So again, I'm not saying that this will happen, but I'm just informing you that this is the impact of the double doji. Okay. This is something, the impact of double doji. Let's just go back a little bit more for today. All right. Let's see whether any more thing can we check double doji. Double doji. Okay, here we go. A double doji again here. Can you see that? Here we go, double doji. And of course, the same thing again, the market stayed below OP, the market came down. Double doji, this one is here. Yeah, I think so, maybe to verify, but the market went up. And let's look at it again, double doji. Okay, don't have. So apparently we have 2 double doji apparently in June, and of course, both of them created a bit of mayhem in the market. Initial was upside, then underneath was downside. The downside was quite crazy though. So traders, just be careful, all right? Just take note of all this. These are the little signs that you don't want to miss out for today. So today will be a very, very important and critical day for all of us to make good money from the market. Ready? Okay, clear? Yes, okay, all right, let's go. Excellent. Okay, you like it? Give me a love. Give me a like button. Can or not? Give me a love, can, like button. Yeah, flood me with this. Okay, joke with me also can. Ha ha ha. Okay, all right. Thank you very much once again. Appreciate that. Okay, go guys. Got the idea now. Okay, that is from the conventional chart. That's on the conventional chart. Let's look at the directional, our weekly chart. Weekly chart is there. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I mean, seriously, oh my goodness. Look at the way the low rebounded perfectly at the line that I draw. Now, this line was drawn weeks and weeks ago. And for the crazy of time, we saw this, we've seen this. We saw this last week and today. Oh my God. It's as if that the market really recognized that this is a very critical technical level every time the market rebound. Wow. Really incredible, right? So what level is this again today? We have to take note, it's an exact low. The low of this week is 35,282. Okay, so put it somewhere there. Everybody. Okay, watch out for this important level, 35,280. I repeat, 35,280 is a weekly chart technical intersection point. If the Dow Jones stays or will come down to 35,280, consider to look for buying opportunity. 35,280, consider to look out for buying opportunity. Now, if the market breaks below 35,280 and doesn't seem to recover, then short it. Then short it. Okay, 35,280. Okay, clear? Because this is what we are seeing right now. Beautiful, all right? It's a very beautiful trend. As long as market stays positive, it's good. But if the market breaks it, hell will break loose, all right? So I'm going to write it down for you. Dow, weekly intersection point, 35,280. Very important. Okay, this is very important information. Please make sure that you remember that 35,280 level. Okay, clear. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones right now. Okay, Dow. Are you Hang Seng chart first? Okay, Hang Seng is still 5-minute chart is still ding dong. Missed the KTR +1 by a little bit. Still pulling back down. Still no room for us to do anything yet. We have to wait for a while. Let's look at Dow Jones first. Okay, now Dow Jones for today, let's take a look. Okay, the opening price of Dow Jones today is also very interesting. Everybody take a look. The opening price today is below pivot 2. The opening price for today is 35,404. Okay, so which means that today the pivot 2 is 35,408, which means that the opening price is actually below pivot 2. Hence, therefore, if the market loses OP, definitely means it'll be below P2, right? And based on the rule of DJDD, below OP will be a sell. Above OP will be a buy. So therefore, right, if the market loses 35,404 later, there could be some selling. KSI is red in color added on, so there is a bit of downside pressure. Okay, now last 2 days, the Dow Jones touched the KRL, but failed to stay above it. So again, this is not a very good information to take note of. So for those who are long in the market, be very careful. Do set SWL to protect your current position. Okay, all right. But again, please remember this, if the market close goes above pivot 2, which is now, then by right, CCRY is still a buy, KTR +1 to take some profit. Okay, so today, again, is a very interesting day for the Dow Jones traders. Please be on standby, high alert. Okay, high alert. Okay, all right. So that is the Dow Jones. Now, Nasdaq for today. Now, Nasdaq also did a very incredible thing yesterday. It did a doji. So today, the Nasdaq, beautiful. Look at it. Yesterday, the MLP was here, right? Yesterday, MLP. And look at the way the market, the Nasdaq hit MLP and rebound. Oh my God, look at it. You look at the Nasdaq MLP yesterday. You look at it. Oh my goodness. Look at it. The Nasdaq came all the way down from all-time high. Drop. hit the MLP, stopped there perfectly, rebounded. Oh my goodness. Don't you find that this MLP is really insane? That is the reason why MTrader really adores this MLP. Really adores it. Now, recently, I hardly talked to this MTrader because she said that she want to take a little break from the market. I respect that, so we hardly talk. And of course, we couldn't go out for meals at the moment because I didn't get my jab yet, so it for a while. So my jab, I already taken it last Sunday, so I need about 2 weeks. So 2 weeks later, maybe I'll ask her out for coffee again, and I will share with you all more. Okay, guys, now this is the MLP for today. It's critically there. So today, Nasdaq is also a it's a potential Nasdaq potential DJDD setup. Okay, it's a doji, as you can see. So it's a potential, it's going to be a potential DJDD. Now, potential, because it could be like what you saw, right? It could be 2 doji again. So we cannot say it's 100% will be a doji, but of course, we can prepare ourselves for that. So, of course, below OP, excuse me, below OP will be a sell on the Nasdaq. Okay. Now, Nasdaq, but you see, Nasdaq is so bullish. Like the last BNB was here back in August period, and the one-time extension already went more than above. So this is very bullish for now. Because if BNB is a structure to inform you the boys direction, that means the market is very bullish. Look at it. The market did basically, if you remember what I told you about BNB, right? When a BNB one-time hit extension, usually we will see a pullback, which really happened for a short moment. But after that itself, right, almost immediately the next day, the market stays above the BNB one-time. So that means the market is very bullish. And of course, you can see the Nasdaq continue to rally like this. So it is it's very difficult to, to short this Nasdaq right now. But the only thing that's helping you today is that your risk-reward ratio is kind of high because your stop loss is somewhere near above the OP mark if you're shorting the Nasdaq today. You understand my point? Because though DJDD day are the days whereby you can make the best of the deal because your stop loss is going to be very close by at the OP level. You know what to do with it. Then your profit level is actually to the end of the day. The profit level is to the end of the day. So you have to hold tight to your position, held it all the way towards the closing. Now, whether it's up day or down day, you just have to hold it to the closing. Unless, unfortunately, we have another doji day, then you're like, oh, okay. All right. So all clear? So I repeat, DJDD days are high, low risk DJDD days, DD setup, sorry, good trading days for low risk, super high returns. But definitely must practice risk management, okay? Very important, huh? Okay, okay, I given you the good tip of the day already. So today, all the best. I'm quite sure some of you will be making a lot of money. I'm pretty sure. Just have to follow the rules. Clear? Okay, like it? Those who like this sharing today, give me a thumbs up. All right, give you a thumbs up. All right, that'll be good. So for Nasdaq today, the MLP is at 15,610. If the market stays below OP today, Nasdaq should fall. Okay, based on chocolate bar, most likely the most is about 15,457 area. Okay, 450 lah, around there. Okay, that will be the level that I see the Nasdaq will fall at best. Okay, at best, okay, 450 around there. Okay, all right, continue. So let's look at the Hang Seng right now. Okay, Hang Seng seemingly is below OP at the moment. Let's take a look. Okay, Hang Seng has just broke below OP. Okay, and seemingly is coming down. Okay, first KTR -1. Let's put it in. KTR -1 is 25,684. KTR +1 is 25,849. Okay, so here we go. So we have two different movement here at the moment. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So let's look at the Nasdaq. Now today's Nasdaq, the doji we already know already. So today the opening price for Nasdaq is also interesting. Let's take a look. The Nasdaq opening today is kind of near to pivot 2. And of course, below pivot 2 is a sell, right? But because KSI is green in color, hence therefore, the downside, again, I will remind you, will be kind of limited. Downside limited. Alan, congrats, Wiley. Oh, for the winning. Okay. Okay, Alan is time being one. Okay. Okay, anyway, the what do you call if Nasdaq is a break below 15,583, then that will confirm my sell order. And of course, I say the chocolate bar, I think this will be look pretty good for some profit taking. All right, but KSI is green, so the downside will be -1 to about -2. Okay, so traders for KTR -1 to KTR -2, do consider to take some partial profits on the way down. Even though you're aiming for DJDD, but you just need to practice safety, just take some profit on the way down, okay, at the KTRs. All right, very important. Okay, I see there's some selling in Hang Seng right now. There's some selling in Hang Seng right now. Let's take a look. Wow, okay, wow, congratulations. Hang Seng has came down and trigger KTR -1. Wow, congratulations to those who have shorted the Hang Seng. I know some of you did because you text me already. Congratulations to you. Happy for you. Happy for you that you have made some good money from doing what you're supposed to do for Hang Seng. Okay, congratulations. All right, good job. Okay. Now, S&P 500. Oh my God, we have another doji also. Oh my goodness. 3 dojis, 3 potential DD day. But don't forget again, the Dow Jones was having 2 doji. So who knows, Nasdaq and S&P may have 2 doji today also. All right. All right. So kindly take note of that. Don't go all in. Okay. So first of all, same thing again. We put the MLP first. And again, you can see very clearly S&P is now having resistance at the MLP zone. The MLP is trading at 45.32 for today. 45.32. That is the MLP zone. Okay. All right. And even the downside come down, I believe that it's going to be supported because every time when S&P goes down, it recovers. You can see that I've been repeating myself like a broken recorder. You also heard me saying this. Whenever the market broke down, S&P broke down, right? The day itself, when it broke down, the market go down first, quite a fair bit. It did. But once you finish it, you can see that almost instantly it will rebound, and after that go up. So you can see that it is really, really clear that the S&P now has very strong support. So even if it comes down temporarily, likely it'll go up again. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing on the market. Okay, so I just want to do something here itself. Okay, again, suddenly on my mind, I see a pattern here. I must tell you this. Look at the intersection point versus the low. You notice that it's about 83 points. Can you see that? About 83 points. Suddenly, I just happened to spot this. Okay, just suddenly, I don't know whether I'm right or not. Just doing it live now. You take this point here, you stretch it out. You notice that it's about 65 points. So between the 2 points itself, right? You can see that this is like 84 points. This is 65 points. All right. Of course, it's not really the best way to calculate this. But roughly, you know that the mode itself is about 70 points. But because this guy is actually going upwards, so which means that if the next time if S&P do drop down and break MA, I think about 45 points, we can look to buy back already. You understand? You got my point? I'm trying to explain here itself. So next time if the S&P breaks below MA 30, do remind me that look out for 45 points after the intersection point. So which means that, let's say hypothetically, we take it as status quo that the S&P is now at 44.67, right? Let's say it's the same number throughout this period, which is not possible, but let's say we give a we guess it lah. We do just a rough estimation guessing here. Then it will be about 44, 45, right? So about 22 lah, around there. So if the S&P do drop to 45, 22 level, most likely the S&P 500 will find a base and then recover. Okay, just a rough idea. Okay, just toying with this concept only, playing around with it, fooling around with it, and see whether it makes sense to hear. Okay. Okay, all right. So that is S&P 500. Let's look at the S&P on the day chart. I see Hang Seng rebounding. Wow, Hang Seng rebounded pretty strongly. Hit the KTR -1 and then rebounded very strongly. If you look carefully, you know why? Look at the KSI. The KSI is all the way green in color. So that's why I told you when I hit the KTR -1, you have to consider to take some profit. Okay. The Dow Jones is also moving. Let's take a look. Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, the Dow Jones also seemingly putting on strength involved here. It's like crossing CCRY and it crossed the P2. Seemingly is trying to build some strength towards the upside for the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones may be now holding above OP. It may really go higher. So watch out for this Dow Jones traders. Okay. But of course, it's still a bit early, but roughly you can see the bit of momentum moving now already. So traders need to pay more attention to this detail. Okay, S&P. Now S&P, interesting. Okay, S&P, the opening price is actually already below pivot 2. Hence, therefore, below OP, CC, YR will be a sell already. All right, 4537. All right. Interesting. So if the S&P goes down, we could see some selling in the market. Okay, it's selling in the market, but KSI is green in color. So again, the downside will be kept between -1 to -2. So again, traders, today seemingly we are going to be a very interesting toggle day. Like the upside is there, but the downside is also there. That means the market today will be very volatile. I repeat, today market likely will be very volatile. So traders, you need to have your attention in the market today, because if you get it correct, you're going to make a lot of money today. I can be very sure of that. So today is a very interesting day to watch. Okay, let the market find the direction and just follow through. If you're kind of confused now because it's like everywhere, you just have to wait for a while. Okay, you just have to wait for a while. Okay, if you're confused, just go slow. Don't get involved in the market first and wait for a while. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so I covered the 3 indices. Look at DAX right now. Now, wow, look at DAX. It was incredible. Look at DAX yesterday. Now, DAX yesterday gap up, shot up. Then after that, U-turn very strongly. U-turn very strongly, engulfed the entire white candle, and then beautifully stopped and closed above the MA 30. Wow, amazing. Okay, so yesterday I draw this triangle for you guys. I share with you, right, regarding this triangle. I told you that this market is about to explode into a big movement soon. Unimaginable, it happened yesterday. Okay, look at MLP. Once the market smashed past MLP yesterday, there was some critical selling. Let's take a look at the market yesterday. You see that yesterday for the DAX, it went up first, gap up, and then it came all the way down. And once it loses the MLP, wow, look at the way it sell down very strongly. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, so let's look at the today's market. Okay, I need to redo this already because now we have new BNB. Okay, let's take a look here, everybody. Now, because by technical analysis, you notice that the market breaks above the upper trend line, but it didn't stays above it. So the trend line theoretically is kind of still intact. It's kind of still intact. So which means that I will not change my upper trend line. My bottom trend line is still intact. So my whole drawing is still intact. All right, then in terms of MLP today, my MLP will be somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here today, somewhere near to the same level of yesterday. And then my MA30 will be now here, which is also about the same level. Okay, so now what happened on DAX? You can take this load. Okay, take down some key notes. For DAX, for DAX itself, right, we did see the market breaks above the trend line and exploded upwards but came down. So usually we have a triangle. Usually when we have a triangle formation, traditionally when the market breaks up, it'll be a buy. Traditionally, if it breaks down, it'll be a sell. Now that is traditional way of trading with technical analysis with a triangle. But recently, we have seen a lot of cases where it's a triangle, and then it breaks out first, then pull back. Can you understand this? Or it may go down, pull back, then goes up. It's like this is all the fake move in the market. Recently, we've been seeing such a phenomenon. So I'm not too sure will this be the fake move, but definitely for sure, the market is paying very serious attention to the entire movement right now for traders. So, which means that traders have to watch the market very closely for DAX. All right, so today the MA30 for DAX is at 15,815 region. Okay, all right, so traders have to watch. If the market loses 15,815, the IP have to support, the intersection point has to support. If not, we can see some selling. Now, what of selling can we see? Well, you can see that we have a new BNB, right? So a new BNB, that means the BNB RL and the BNB SL, we have to watch out for that already, okay? So traders, you need to just stand by for this. Okay, another great opportunity to make a lot of money. Traders stand by for this. All right, Susan, maybe later on during the afternoon session, you can cover more on DAX later, okay? All right, so we have done this. Let's look at the Nikkei right now. Nikkei has continued to march higher. Nikkei has stayed above the MA30. All right, that's why Nikkei much higher. And of course, Nikkei is a BNB yesterday. So of course, Nikkei is a BNB. There is a possibility for the Nikkei to trade upwards to the BNB RL level. Okay. Now, do note the MA200 is on top. The MA30 is at the bottom. So Nikkei now is kind of like marching towards the MA200 level. Now, Nikkei initially was below the MA, but the last 2-3 days, things all change around. And because of that change, now the Nikkei is moving up and it's likely going to touch this 28,538 level. All right, it is likely possible. So Nikkei traders, you can look out for that. Okay, MLP is very clear. MLP is here. All right, so you can see that. Okay. Okay, so got the idea now. Okay, cool. That's the Nikkei. And also, if you look at the Nikkei chart today, it's going to be pretty clear cut. Let's take a look. You put a Nikkei day chart into it. Today is very clear cut. Above opening price between pivot 1 and pivot 2, KSI is green, is for buying. So above OP, CCRY, you can buy as long as the charts allow that. And you can see beautifully. Nikkei, let me just show you again for those who I mentioned about Nikkei trading yesterday during the Super Tuesday. You can see once again. Nikkei start at 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. So 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock. Then after that, 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, the cash futures market open. This is where the cash market open. Cash open here, futures open here. So what happened? So immediately when the cash market opened, bang, the Nikkei went up all the way. So if you prepare yourself, you notice that the market cross CCRY, it's a buy. You can buy the Nikkei here. And within less than 15 minutes, you have made 2 KTR already. So that's why I say Nikkei is very good to trade. Starting point about 7 a.m. By 7:45 to 8 o'clock, you will know your answer because by the time that open, cash market open, you will know that you win or you lose by the time. So it's very easy to trade Nikkei as long as you follow the TWB rule. And as I say again, Nikkei really kind of pretty good. All right. So for those who like Nikkei or can trade in the morning, do consider the Nikkei. Very, very important. Okay. All right. So we cover all the equities market. Let's just look at the commodities market right now to wrap it up. Okay, gold. Okay, well, a lot of lines, right? Yeah, I understand that. So let me just diffuse for you again the lines, okay? Now, this is the drawing that I had, okay? I'm going to take away all these lines not to confuse you so that you guys can be very clear of what am I trying to explain things to you, okay? Okay, so first of all, we took the low back in April, and then we stretched all the way to the high to create the Fibonacci. Okay, this one very simple to understand. And after that itself, you look back again, beautifully, you can see that. Okay, I take away all the lines first. Okay, beautifully, you can see on the Fibonacci, the high was here, and then all the technical point, the very important 61.8 technical point is here. And the market incredibly supported. So you can see that you can really make a fortune by actually believing in your whatever you know. All right, so now the market hit the 61.8 already. Question mark is what's next? So if you notice that the last time when 61.8 was triggered, the market also took some time to go up to cross the first level, which is a 50% mark, 1762. Okay, then after that, it basically took a long while, but eventually two bars, two candles break the MA 200 and reach 38.2, which is 1836. Can you follow me? Yeah? Can follow me, right? Okay. So if history is a good guidance, you notice that now the market is staying above the MA 200 and is very close to 1836. So I'm going to say this up front. There is a 55 to 65% chance that we'll see gold going towards 1836 if it stays above MA 200. Got it? As long as gold stays above MA 200, gold has the ability to go towards the 1836 level. Clear on this? Okay, all clear? Yeah? Okay, if all clear, then what we need to look out for is very critical information. Is the where's the MA 200, right? So let's open our chart a bit bigger right now. Can you see this? Okay, so now you compress the chart a little bit. Do you notice that what happened yesterday? Now, yesterday, gold came down. All right, as you saw in the 15-minute chart explanation earlier, the gold chart came down, but when it came down, right, once it touches the MA 200, it almost as if that they know it is there, instantly rebounded. Can you see that? So now the point is this. Okay, I'm going to strictly tell you that if gold can stay above the MA 200, then very good chance gold will be going towards 1836 already. So now I bring in the levels in with my lines. I bring it in. I put it there. Okay. So this is the MA. Okay, I change the color. Can you see that, everybody? Okay. So very, very simple. The MA 200 today is 1802. Okay. The MA 30 is 1791. Now, based on what we have seen today, it seems to be that 1802 is the most critical level for gold today. As long gold touches this and rebound, gold will be a buy. If gold goes below 1802 and go below it, then it will go down to 1791. Are we clear with this? Very clear, right? So which means that for gold today, 1802 is very critical. So I'm going to write it down for you. Gold MA 200 is 1802. MA 30 is about 1791. All these are estimated level, okay? Because of course, nothing is 100% level here. Okay, so today you have to watch this gold very closely. Now, if gold stays up, that means that it rebounded off 1802. Gold is on the way to go towards 1836. Okay, but if gold stays below, then gold is going to go down to 1802 and then 1791. Okay, very, very clear explanation. I think cannot be any clearer already. All clear on this? Okay, everybody, please key 1802 if you are able. If you remember, you can take note of what I just said. 1802. Can you do that? Water break. Okay. Now, one thing that I'm watching very closely is this one here. Now, yes, indeed, when the market broke below the MA30 and MA200, the gold sell off. Okay, this one we understand already, passed already. Then after that, we also noticed that the gold couldn't stay up above the MA30. But very interestingly, on this particular day, the market trades above the MA30 and MA200 together. Now, that was a day whereby, when the day that we have news that Palantir is buying gold and stuff like that. Then after that, subsequently, you notice that the gold itself, right, keep on stay above the MA30. And I think you guys have already seen the power MA30 long enough. And obviously, if MA30 is strong, then MA200 is even stronger. So now it's very clear that someone is setting this up to basically have a potential big upside movement. So I cannot deny this. I'll tell myself very important. I will take a little interesting side bet here on the note that if I buy gold above OP, because that is the minimum basic reason to buy anything, right? My downside risk is to 1802. My downside risk is 1802. My upside potential could be as much as 1836. So you understand the thing here itself, everybody? Okay. So today's OP is 1813, right? The upside potential could be as much as 1836. The downside potential will be 1802. Okay? So because of that itself, right, mathematically, the upside could be as much as $23. The downside could be about $11. So this is a 1-to-2 ratio, risk-reward ratio. Kind of reasonable to take a risk on this. But of course, you don't need to risk to 1802 to, cut your losses, right? If you are able to monitor the market, anytime below OP, you're not comfortable, you can just cut your position. Okay? And then after that, if the market stays above OP, then of course, if you think that you still go to 1836, as what I just said, then you can try. So this is a sheet that's going to be a very simple outright trade. Now, this is all based on conventional, no TWB involved yet. So if you can put the TWB chart together with these numbers in your mind, then you will make your trading day today very clear. You understand my point? And 2-to-1 ratio is just only because we time. If you can reduce your risk to, let's say, $3 or $4 or $5, then your risk-reward ratio can be 1:4, 1:5. Can you see that? So the upside potential can be so much greater if you actually follow the rule. Okay? So traders, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah? Indeed, Okay, hope you understand. Wow, I see Hang Seng shooting up again. Wow, Hang Seng now is 25,900. Wow, luckily you guys have take profit. Remember that. Okay, got it? Okay, all right, clear? So that is the gold chart. Now look at the gold today's day chart. Now today's gold day chart, let's confirm this with the pivots and stuff like that. Now gold today opening price is actually above the pivot one, above pivot one. But now for some reason, gold is coming down. Gold is coming down below pivot one. So by right, CCYR is a sell. But if you notice that the KSI is green all the way and still no signs of blue bar, it's very positive. So what is going to happen is that if you notice for TWB student, sorry, for the PTP student, this is a lower high formation with the KSI green. A lower high formation with KSI green, that means that if the market breaks up, it could be a good buy up. So traders, watch out for this. The high is 1819 level, 1819. So today, the first barrier will be 1819. Okay, first barrier 1819. So all I can say is this: gold has a few barriers to go, same thing like the Dow Jones. So today, all seemingly there's some setup for something here itself. So traders, you need to watch out for all this very important technical level, right? Okay. So let's look at the 15-minute chart. Let me explain to you how you combine what you just learned just now on the conventional. Okay. So example, let's say a layer. Okay. Example. That's how you say CCRY. You come in to buy here. All right. Now, of course, you can put a stop loss at 1802 so that you don't need to watch the market. Okay, but that's going to be that 1802 is a technical point. It could be a touch and a go. Okay, you must remember that. Huh? So if the price comes down and you think that the goal is to go down, right? What you can do, you can consider just cut your losses first because it's below P1 anyway, below OP anyway. Color also turn red color, you cut loss. So you may incur, let's say, a couple of dollars losses, maybe $4. You understand? And then after that, if the price goes back up again, then you can buy back again here. And then stop loss again put here. So it means that, right, you instead of risking as much as $10, you're risking now cut portion of $4, on average. Of course, if the market lose 3 times in a row, you lose $4 in a row, you're actually losing the same amount. So you're trying to side bet to see whether you can squeeze the market with the lowest risk and highest return. You understand my point? Yeah. So traders, you can consider to watch out for gold because gold now is kind of watching closely, trying to break above the OP mark. And if it's color change, technically it's a CCRY, it's a buy, right? But of course, it's still early before GTH hours. So if people doesn't want it, you can just wait for a while. KCX is also blinking at the moment right now. Yeah, okay, yeah? Okay, so you got the idea now? Okay, for gold. So do what you need to do. I wish you all the best. I think that today will be a great day for a lot of you guys today. Really. From what we see with the Dow Jones, look at the gold, things can be quite interesting. Okay, all right, so let's have silver. You can see silver trying yesterday. Silver tried to go up, hit the 61.8, couldn't stay up, pull back again. So that means that the market has tested the 61.8. Silver today, we will watch carefully. Silver, the MA30 is about $23.90. If gold price goes up, silver will push up. And if silver can climb above the 61.8 technical point, silver got room to go. Okay, silver got room to go. Now, yesterday I saw a few articles, and a few articles are calling for silver to dump. So I think that's what we're looking for. When everybody tells you that to buy and the price don't go up, you know that's time to buy. But when the market's coming, it's not going down, but people calling for sell, that means that maybe traders should be looking out for buying potential already. All right, so 61.8 silver is about this price at 24,127. 24,127. Okay, this is a 61.8 level to watch out for. Okay, all right, that is silver. And last one, before we wrap it up for today, we look at the crude oil. Now, crude oil, interesting. I told you there'll be some pullback. Indeed, it really pulled back. Yesterday hit the MLP brilliantly. Look at MLP. Look at MLP. Look at the chart yourself. Okay, that's why I say MLP very powerful. You see yesterday MLP, the blue line, the market ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, hit the MLP only, couldn't go up, bang, straight away came down. Again, this tells you the power of MLP. Okay, so very, very crucial. Okay, MLP. All right. So MLP is so important that today we're going to put it in again. And now the market is near the MLP level. So if the market can stay above MLP, we should see the market able to cross up $65.91 to go higher. But if MLP fail and pulls back, then of course the MA30, interestingly, 1, 2, 3, 4 days already is still around the same price at $67.66. Okay, so traders, you need to watch out for this. Okay, $67.66. Okay, traders, watch out for that. Huh? Okay. All right, last but not least, we just go back to the wow, Nikkei continue to go higher. Excellent. Okay, crude oil. Today, crude oil day chart opening price is below P2, right? But now it's climbing back above P2. So basically, momentarily now, the market is still pretty positive. All right, KSI also green. So everything looks okay. But if it goes below P2 and below OP, then the selling will come in. But at the moment now, seemingly still okay. All right. Okay, so that will be all for today. I covered everything, and I think that you guys have benefited quite a fair bit. All right, MAO also within an hour space. I'm happy that we have done that beautifully. I hope you like this new setting arrangement. And if you think that you missed the alternate market views, just contact Susan. Okay, I think $98 for 3 months is very, very affordable for anybody. All right, that'll be all for today. Take care. Thank you all. Okay. May you guys strike gold today. Remember the numbers that I share with you, 1802, 1833, and so forth. All right. I'm sure you guys are going to make loads of money from market today if you follow too. All right. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.